So just like Janardhan Maharaj said, some people ask, why do you do like that? Actually, there's Shastra Praman for this. Because sometimes we go on Braj Prikram and we go to a place where there's no running water, there's no, not even hand pump even, there's a well. And mostly our Western devotees, they don't know the village technology. Oh, it's so complicated. You tie a rope around the bucket, you throw the bucket in the well and bring out the water. No, you don't know the village technology. They tie the bucket, they throw it, the rope is going through their hands. Woo! That's not how you do it. You don't know the village technology. You hold on to the end of the rope and throw the bucket. Now bucket, rope, everything gone in the well. We have to give 200 rupees to the ashram to buy a new bucket and rope. No, every ashram has got a rope with so many hooks on it. To get something from a deep place, you need a hook, right? So they have a rope with so many hooks on it, because this happens so many times. So they send it down, they hook that bucket, and they pull it out of the well. So same way, this body is like a well, but it's not full of water, it's full of pap, sin. So to get all that sin out, we need a cook. So this Ra, I have to do it backwards, Ra Akshar, he's almost like, especially this R in English, he's just like a hook. And according to Sangeet Shastra, when you say this word, Ra, you can feel it going down, right? So we want to send that hook down to hook all that pop. The next letter is aspirated, aspirated meaning coming out. And according to Sangeet Shastra, this sound, hey, you can feel it's going up. So we send that hook down, ra. Then we hook all of that pop, hey, we pull it all out, 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 out. Then sham. When you say this ma akshar, then it becomes band, closed. You pull it all out, now don't let it come back. Jai Jai Sri Radhe, out, 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 out. Now don't let it come back. But the transcendental goddess Srimati Radharani is the direct counterpart of Sri Krishna. She is the central figure for all goddesses of fortune. She possesses all attractiveness to attract the all-attractive personality of Godhead. She is the primeval internal potency of the Lord. Now several verses describe this verse. Devi means resplendent and most beautiful, or else it means the lovely abode of the worship and love sports of Lord Krishna. Krishnamai means one who's within and without our Lord Krishna. She sees Lord Krishna wherever she casts her glance. Or Krishnamai means that she is identical with Lord Krishna, for she embodies the mellows of love. The energy of Lord Krishna is identical with him. Krishnamai has two different imports. First, a person who always thinks of Krishna both within and without, and who always remembers only Krishna wherever he goes or whatever he sees, is called Krishnamai. Also, since Krishna's personality is full of love, his loving potency, Radharani, being non-different from him, is called Krishnamai. Her worship, Aradhana, consists of filling the desires of Lord Krishna. Therefore, the Puranas call her Radhika. Anyaradito nunam bhagavan haririshvara tanno vihaya govinda pritoyam anayadraha. This is a secret verse of Bhagavatam where Radharani's name is hidden. Anyaradito nunam. Truly, the personality of Godhead has been worshipped, Arada, by her. Therefore, Govinda, being pleased, has brought her to a lonely spot, leaving us all behind. Therefore, Radha is Parama Devata, the supreme goddess, and she is worshipable for everyone. She is the protectress of all, and she is the mother of the entire universe. I have already explained the meaning of Sarva Lakshmi. Radha is the original source of the goddesses of fortune. Or Sarva Lakshmi indicates that she fully represents the 6 opulences of Krishna. Therefore, she is the supreme energy of Lord Krishna. Kanti may also mean all the desires of Lord Krishna. All the desires of Lord Krishna rest in Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radhika fulfills all the desires of Lord Krishna. This is the meaning of Sarva Kanti. Sanboni means Lord Krishna enchants the world, but Sri Radha enchants even him. Therefore, she is the supreme goddess of all. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shaktiman, Dui Vastu Beda Nahi Shastra Praman. Sri Radha is the full power and Lord Krishna is the possessor of full power. The two are not different as evidenced by the revealed scriptures. So these are some nice jewels kept in the jewel box of Chaitanya Charitamrita, especially this 4th chapter of Adi Lila, explaining the position of Srimati Radharani. And as Maharaj explained, we want to get the mercy of Radharani because only by her mercy we can get Krishna. Just like we know there's one verse in Brihad Naradi Purana every devotee knows backwards, forwards, upside down, inside out, even in the sleep. If we ask what is that verse from Brihad Naradi Purana, everyone will say, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalu nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatiranyata. But in that same Brihad Naradi Purana, there's another very nice verse. Satyam Satyam Puna Satyam 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 Puna Puna Bina Radha Prasadena Krishna Prapnina Labhyate. Satyam Satyam Puna it is the truth, it is the truth. Again and again I tell you it is the truth. Satyam Satyam Puna Puna. Again and again I'm telling you the truth. Bina Radha Prasadena, without the mercy of Srimati Radharani, Krishna Prapti na Labhyate. You will not get Krishna consciousness. So this is a very special day to beg for the mercy of Srimati Radharani and to hear her wonderful pastime, especially her appearance. Just like we know, one time Prabhupada asked the devotees, what is the most important verse in Bhagavad-Gita? So everybody immediately shot up their hand. Sarva Dharma Prisha, no, not that one. Manmana Bhava, no, not that one. Everybody presented some verse, finally they became quiet. Krishna, Prabhupada said, Janma karma cha me divyam oivam yo veti tatvata tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mameti sorjuna. Janma karma cha me divyam. Janma, just like we just celebrated Janmashtami, so we know Janma means birth and karma means activities. And divyam, almost like English, we say divine, transcendental. Janma karma cha me divyam. My birth and activities are divine. Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yo veti, just like we know Veda, coming same word, veti. Evam yo veti tatvata. Anybody who knows this in truth, tyaktva. We all know the word tyag, that's a noun, the verb in the, I can't remember what, past tense of some sort. Tyaktva, having given up this body, punar janmana. He does not take another birth. Are? If we don't take another birth, what will happen with this body? I'm doing so many things, enjoying so many things. If I don't take another body, what will happen? Don't get worried. Krishna says, Mameti Sorjuna, Arjun, you will come to me. Just by understanding that Krishna's activities, his birth and his pastimes and the pastimes of his internal potency, Srimati Radharani, are divine, one does not take birth in this material world, but goes back to home, back to Godhead. Therefore, Prabhupada said, this is the most important verse of Bhagavad-Gita. So today we'll discuss a little bit about the birth, or rather the appearance of Srimati Radharani. To understand about the birth of appearance of Srimati Radharani, we have to go back many thousands of years. There was one very beautiful prince named Sucharu, and a very beautiful princess named Kalavati. And their parents, seeing their matching qualities, arranged their marriage together. Great pomp and ceremony, Kalavati and Sucharu were married together. The most amazing thing, after their marriage, they went to the forest and began to perform great penances and austerities, sleeping on dry grass and eating berries only monkeys will eat. This was most surprising. Because we're thinking after our marriage, now no more sleeping in a mat in ashram. Now I get nice soft bed. No more temple prasad, paneer sabji, puri, halava, sweet rice. But they were sleeping on dry grass and dry leaves, and eating only berries that monkeys eat in the forest. This was most especially for prince and princess. Very surprising. After many hundreds of years of such difficult penance, Lord Brahma descended on a swan airplane. He asked them, what that you desire? And they told Lord Brahma, we want to get the consort of Lord Vishnu, Sri Lakshmi ji, as our daughter in order to render service to her. We want to get the consort of Lord Vishnu, Sri Lakshmi ji, as our daughter in order to render service in that form. And Brahma was so surprised. Wow, what's this? Generally, when it comes time to ask the benediction, everybody has a big long list. I want this and this and this and this and this. And I want 90 days credit for the next austerity. I want this and this and this. But they were asking for service. Brahma was so satisfied, he said, not just Lakshmi ji, I will give you the Maha Lakshmi, Srimati Radhika, the consort of Brajendra Nandan Shyam Sundar. She will become your daughter in your next appearance. So then sometime later they appeared again as Brisabhanu and Kirtida. Or there's some transcendental technology where they merged with Brisabhanu and Kirtida, because Brisabhanu and Kirtida are eternally the mother and father of Radharani. And again, their marriage was arranged together. And he made his capital in a very beautiful place called Raval, on the opposite side of the Jamuna, just not far from Gokul, where his good friend Nanda Baba was reigning as king of the cowherds. He wanted to be close by, so he had his capital there. And they were always desiring to have a daughter. First they had one son, Sriram, is the older brother of Srimati, Radharani. But they were always desiring to get a daughter, but no daughter came. One day, it was like today, the 8th day of the bright half of the month of Bhadra. And just like all of us, before Mangalartik, we go to take our bath, at least here in Vrindavan. I hope you're all coming. I saw in the West nobody comes to Mangalartik, but at least here in Vrindavan you must come. So we get up early in the morning, take our bath, to come to Mangalartik. So he got up early in the morning to take his bath. At that time, those who've been to Raval, you've seen, Jamuna is very far away. But in 2010, when there was flood, I saw Jamuna flowing right beside the Raval temple. All the way up to the very first step. Jamuna was flowing right there, right beside his palace. So Brisabhanu got up early in the morning to take his bath before Mangalarti. And as he approached the Jamuna, he saw something shining in the water. As he got closer, he saw there was a golden lotus flower with 1,000 petals. As he got even closer, he saw within the golden whirl of that lotus flower there was a little baby girl. Beautiful baby girl lying in the golden whirl of that lotus flower. But Bhadra means it's the second month of rainy season. The current was very heavy. He couldn't reach to that lotus flower. But at that time, Lord Brahma again descended on his swan airplane. He lifted that child from the lotus flower and reminded him of his previous benediction, and he gave that beautiful daughter into the hands of Brisabhanu. Brisabhanu ran to the palace. Oh Devi, oh Devi, oh Devi, we got our daughter, we got our daughter. Kirtida came running. She took that baby from Vrishabhanu's arms and just held her close to her breast, and she's feeling, oh, she's so soft like butter. And they began to examine her. She was so exquisitely beautiful, beautiful golden complexion, golden complexion, so tiny little hands and feet, so perfectly formed. Everything was so beautiful. Only one thing was there. Her eyes were sealed such. She was totally blind. But they thought, anyway, we got our daughter, blind daughter better than no daughter. It's so beautiful, doesn't matter. To understand this blindness, we're going to have to go all the way up to the Golok Dham. One day in the Golok Dham, if we can talk about days in eternal time, Krishna Chandra told Radha that, hey Radhe, just see on the earth, Dwapar Yuga is coming to an end. We will go there and display our pastimes on the face of the earth. Radharani said, I don't want to go to that deep, dark, nasty material world, where no one is doing your service, everyone is engaged in sense gratification, everyone is engaged in sinful life. I don't want to go to that nasty place. There's no Vrindavan, there's no Giriraj, there's no Jamuna. Wahan mera man nahi lagti. I will not feel happy in such a place. And Krishna Chandra said, hey Radhe, just see, Vrindavan has already gone to the earth. Giriraj has gone to the earth. And Jamuna has gone to the earth. And Radharani looked and she saw glowing on the face of this earth this beautiful Brajadam, glowing. And standing very tall and proud was this Giriraj. And just like a blue ribbon cutting through this Brajadam was this beautiful Jamuna. Don't think that this is part of the material world. Don't think you bought a ticket on Air India, as Maharaj was saying, and you came here and took a taxi and came to Vrindavan. This is not UP, this is not India, this is the Golok Dham. It's non-different. So when Radharani saw that, she said, okay, I will go, but I don't want to see anyone or anything until I see your Mukha Chandra, your moon-like face. Therefore, her eyes were sealed shut. Nearby, Narad Muni was there. He had his brand new smartphone loaded up with his astrology app, and he was calculating that this is the time and this is the place where that Ladini Shakti of Lord Krishna will appear. She must be here somewhere. He began wandering from place to place. He came to Raval. He knocked on the door. The doorman saw it was Narad Muni. He ran to Vrishabhanu. That Narad Muni is here. Narad Muni is here. Vrishabhanu, the king, he personally came to the door to receive Narad Muni. Oh Munivar, Padarye, please come. He sat him on his very own throne. Birajye, please sit. Then he washed his feet, he sprinkled on his head, on everybody's head. And then the king, Vrishabhanu, he sat at the lotus feet of Narad Muni, at the foot of his very own throne. And he asked, Muniraj, any seva for me? You have any service for me? And Narad Muni said, yes, do you have any child? You have any child? Yes, I have one son. One son? Ha Maharaj, I have one son. One son? Ha Maharaj. One son? Ha Maharaj, I have one son. It's all right, you bring that son. So they brought Sridham before Narad Muni. Narad Muni gave him all his blessings. This is a very confidential associate of Lord Krishna. You have to take very special care of him. Then Narad Muni got up to leave. When he got to the door, then Vrishabhanu Maharaj said, Tero Maharaj, Tero, wait. Kya, tune jhoot bola? You told a lie? Are Maharaj, I have one daughter, but she's blind, therefore I was feeling ashamed to show her to you. One daughter? Oh, then Narad Muni, he sat back down on the throne. No, you bring that one. You bring that one. So then they brought Radharani. Now, Narad Muni, he knows who this is. He went into ecstasy for a very long time. He was completely gone. Just like Maharaj was telling us, Sukadev Goswami, he didn't speak Radha's name, he would have been gone. So similarly, Narad Muni, he knows, oh, this is Srimati Radharani, the Ladini Shakti of Lord Krishna. When he finally came to, he said, I know how to cure this blindness. I know how you can cure this blindness. You have to make a feast, and you make this and this and this, and he gave all complicated preparations that you won't easily find the things available around the house. You'll have to go to the bazaar, you'll have to go to the market, you'll have to go to the fields to collect all these ingredients. Because Narad Muni is very clever, we're going to see. Then you invite Nanda and Yasoda here, you feed them, and this blindness will be cured. So everybody looked at this long list, they said, oh my goodness, we have to go to the bazaar, we have to go to the fields, we have to go to the market. Everyone ran hither and thither and thither and hither and hither and thither. See, Narad Muni is very clever, huh? So now he's alone with Srimati Radharani. Huh? Then he began to offer very beautiful prayers, because we know Narad Muni, he's very expert in praying. He's a very famous singer. Prabhupada calling the eternal spaceman, taking the singing of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, to the whole universe, the eternal spaceman. So he offered very many beautiful prayers to Srimati Radharani. Then she smiled and said, what is it that you desire? And Narad Muni said, I want to see that Kishori Roop, that 13, 14-year-old form of yours. Radharani said, Tatastu, and before the eyes of Narad Muni, she manifested this beautiful Kishori Roop. All the Astasakis mystically appeared in their Kishori Roops before Narad Muni's eyes. He saw Radharani and Astasakis. Before he was swimming and diving in the ocean of transcendental bliss, now he was drowning. Ah ha. Then he paid his obeisances and he went on his way. Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman. Meanwhile, the cooking was going on. They sent a messenger to Nanda Baba and Yasoda. And Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj came there. They took darshan of Radharani. They saw, anyway, she's blind. Doesn't matter, she's so beautiful. So sweet, golden complexion, so soft like butter, so exquisite in every aspect. Doesn't matter. Meanwhile, Krishna had appeared on the Krishna Paksh Astami of Bhadra month 1 year before. So we know little boys, they like to move here and there, so he left Mother Yasoda and was moving hither and thither. He saw this beautiful basket where Radharani was sleeping, and this beautiful black blanket is a baby, Kali Kamri. Very special blanket, made by woven threads by this way were woven by Lord Brahma, the threads this way were woven by Lord Shiva. And Krishna came over, he put his hands on the edge of that basket, and he peeked inside. Now you've seen how Mother Yasoda, she paints all these beautiful chandan and aguru and keshar, what do you say, sandalwood, and a guru, and saffron, all these beautiful markings on Krishna's face. That divine fragrance entered into the beautiful sesame-like flower nose of Srimati Radhika. In our Goswami literature, many times they describe Radharani's nose just like a sesame flower. One time on Braj Prakama with Lokanath Swami, we were walking through the fields and suddenly there was a field of sesame plants. And I saw the little golden flowers hanging there on the plant. And one petal comes down just like this, boop, just turns up at the end. Boop. Then another two petals on this side like that, and wherever you turn it, it looks like that. Boop, just like a little beautiful, delicate little nose. And it just turned up a little bit. Boop. Huh? So Radharani's nose, just like a beautiful sesame flower. That divine fragrance entered Radharani's nose. Now she knows that Mukha Chandra, that moon-like face of Krishna, is just in front of her face. Amne Samne. Just in front of her face. And Prabodhanand Saraswati, he describes that just from a kataksh, kataksh means little sidelong glance, because Radharani, she can't look directly at Krishna. I think it's Kalidas, he has got one poem. He says, everybody in Gokul is seeing Krishna directly with their two eyes as he walks along the roads of gullies of Gokul, along the lanes of Gokul. Everyone's seeing him with two eyes. And I myself, I have to keep one eye on my elders. Half of the other eye I have to keep on my Nindakarni Walon, those people who criticize me. So with half of one eye, I get to take a little glance of Lord Krishna. Only 1/4, half of one eye means 1/4 offense I'm making. But for that 1/4 offense, Cupid is punishing me with 5 dandas, 5 punishments. For that 1/4 offense, the 5 arrows of Cupid are piercing my heart, sound, touch, smell, etc. So Radharani, it's only a little kataksh, sidelong glance. Bing. But Prabodhananda Saraswati describes from that sidelong glance, Krishna's flute falls out of his hand, his mukut slips from his head, his chadar falls off his shoulder, and he doesn't even notice. That's just from a sidelong glance. Bing, bing. Now you try to understand, Radha and Krishna are face to face. Radharani opened her beautiful lotus petal eyes. So much love was going between those eyes. So much love was going between those eyes. So much love was going between those eyes. It was so thick you can put your finger in and taste it. And both the children began to laugh. When they began to laugh, the parents, because Nanda Baba, he sat down to talk with Brisabhanu, and Kirtida sat down to gossip with Mother Yasoda. So when the children were laughing, suddenly their minds were distracted and they looked and they saw Radharani's beautiful lotus petal eyes, wide open and staring into the eyes of Lord Krishna. And they thought, this Narmuni is so clever, he cured this blindness. Very simply, he cured this blindness of Srimati Radharani. So that is the wonderful appearance that we're celebrating today. And I heard on one lecture, Prabhupada said, Radharani, she's very merciful. We only have to fast till noon. Prabhupada said, this Krishna Chandra, he's very hard fellow. All the way to the midnight. But Radharani is very soft and sweet. Only half-day fast we have to do. I've seen Radhastami in Barsana in the old, many years ago. Now it's too crowded, I don't go. Even then it was so crowded. Because you want to see Radhastami, and you'll see how to celebrate Radhastami. If you want to see how to celebrate, you have to go to Barsana, but you have to go the night before. Because somewhere during even that day, around midnight, the police locked the door. They wouldn't let anybody in till after Abhishek. Now I don't know how. I heard they close it at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. Even pujaris can't get in. They lift up, they bring all the Abhishek with a rope from down below. So I don't know what goes on now, but that day, midnight, they locked the door. And in the evening, there's a beautiful flower. First of all, the darshan mandap, this area where we would be taking darshan, is all blocked off and big curtain is there. And they bring Radha and Krishna outside, and they have beautiful pool bungalow, means flower palace. You've never seen, you just imagine all these beautiful white jasmine flowers strung and made in beautiful, elaborate designs, geometric designs, in the form of a beautiful flower palace. So there's this beautiful flower palace there. That's the last darshan. They do artik, and they put the deities to rest. Then, in the front courtyard, because now, in the old days it was only half size, now it's double size courtyard. Beyond the colonnades, another courtyard has appeared. One fellow named Janaki Das, he spent a lot of money and made the courtyard double. On the front courtyard, there'll be 5 kirtans going on. One in the center and one in each corner. And sometimes one kirtan will become intense and everyone will gravitate toward that corner, or the middle one and everyone will gravitate toward the middle one, or sometimes the back one will become very intense, or one of the other side. All night long people are dancing and singing their hearts out. 5 kirtan parties, dancing and singing. This is how to celebrate Radhastami. Dance and sing the whole night. It's most amazing. Then around 2 o'clock in the morning, all the Brahmins from Nandagam come and they sit facing each other, and they have a big old book with great big Hindi letters this big. And they begin singing all ancient Janmashtami songs. They call Samaj Gayan. They're singing all these old Janmashtami songs, Radhastami songs, excuse me. Somewhere around 5 o'clock in the morning, the curtains on the darshan mandap suddenly begin to move. Everybody leaps in the air. Everyone was sitting. Suddenly everybody jumps up. And the first time I came, we slept on the roof. We came downstairs. Everybody was sitting. So we were up against the wall. We couldn't move anywhere. But as soon as they opened the curtains, everybody ran forward, and we were pulled right in front of Radharani, and our feet never touched the ground. I was with a good friend of mine from Singapore named Senan. He was about 65 years old. And we were going this way about 10 feet, this way about 12 feet. Our feet never touched the ground. Poor Senan Prabhu, he was having a heart attack. Until he saw me laughing, then he thought, oh, that's just the way it is. Because I'm used to it, and that's just the way it is, you know. So he began to laugh. Our feet never touched the ground, but we went 10 feet this way, 20 feet this way. We stayed right in front of the Abhishek for a half hour. They do this beautiful Abhishek of Radharani. Then after the Abhishek, the police unlocked the door and everybody came charging through and out. Like that. So if you wanted to see Radhastami in Barsana, you had to go the night before. In the evening, they have what's called Badai. Congratulations. All the village ladies bring baskets full of toys and sweets to offer to Radharani. The big procession comes up in the evening time of tonight, this evening sometime, called Badai. They bring all these baskets with little toys and little sweets and little pinwheels and all nice little gifts for Srimati Radharani. Very beautiful. And other thing I forgot, on the front courtyard, these 5 kirtans are going on. On backside, there's 5 dances going on. These guys come and they dress in full Rajasthani regalia. And you'll sit there and you'll look, you say, is that a guy or is that a girl? because they're dressed just like a gopi. But they're all guys. Beautiful jewelry, beautiful embroidery, and they have these silk, there must be at least 30 meters of cloth in their skirts. And they're dancing and dancing, and you're thinking, is that a girl or is that a guy? You can't tell. And they spin, and the skirt is just going like this and like this and like this and like this and like this. And suddenly they stop. And the skirt is so heavy, the skirt keeps going and wraps around them like that. Boom. Then they just sort of go boom, like that, and it unwraps this way. Then they spin the other way. So 5 of these performances are going on till the Samaj Gayan. Anyway, it's very, very interesting. In Raval, it's very, very calm and peaceful. At least I've been there for a long time, so I don't know. But last time I went to Raval, there was maybe 3 or 4 buses. About 15, 20 cars were there. Everybody sat very peacefully for the Abhishek. In Barsana they're chanting all these nice mantras, but in Bravo they're singing all these Riri Brishbasi songs and doing Abhishek. And instead of doing, we do with sugar water, they actually use what's called bura, which is a special type of powdered sugar, natural powdered sugar. Instead of pouring the sugar water, they actually pour this powdered sugar on top of Radharani and Krishna. It's very interesting. And they're singing all these Bishbazi, everyone peacefully says, very, very peaceful. And that happens in Raval around 7 o'clock in the morning. It's 5 o'clock in Barsana and 7 o'clock in Raval. One time in your life you should go and see. But like I said, for Barsana you have to go night before, be prepared. But anyway, you'll see how to celebrate, dance and sing the whole night. Maybe someday we'll start that here. We'll have big kirtan all night long for Radhastami. So anyway, now it's almost time for Artik. For Abhishek. So we'll put our voice to rest here. Srimati Radharani ki, Radhastami Mahamahotsav ki.